Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's functional fitness class. It's clear as space. Have a chair, have your weights of choice, have some water. And for today's practice, especially, let's remember to listen to our bodies. Let's start off nice and small movements with our warm-up and a gentle march. Taking a few deep, relaxing breaths, maybe roll the shoulders down and back. Move my chair out of the way here. And we're going to start with a simple just toe tap. So no arms, but we're just going to tap one foot out and in and the other. So just slowly starting. You can have the chair in front if you need a little extra stability. And then whenever you feel ready, we can start lifting an arm, one leg, shoulder height, or maybe a little bit higher if you're comfortable with that. Depends on how your shoulders feel today. You can make those steps bigger as well. Again, move in whatever way feels right for you. We're still warming up, so we just want to get our muscles warmed up, our joints warmed up, get our heart pumping. But if it's hot where you are, we don't want to go overboard. So one more. Good. And then we're going to do the march again. This time, maybe lift the legs a little higher, arms straight out, a gentle reach. It's a little bit different movement. Getting those quads warmed up, getting the shoulders warmed up. Again, a few deep breaths. Again, you lift your leg as high as is comfortable, lift your arms. And again, if you need one hand on the chair, feel free. You can just do the legs, or you could just do the arms and no legs, your choice. Or you could do the seated. Good, let's go back. We're gonna do our seal jack with a step back seal jack. So arms come out. We're going to step 1 foot back, both arms come out, squeeze the shoulder blades. So keep the arms below the shoulders, opening up across the chest, warming up the upper back. These are our important posture muscles. So we'll be working those later, so we want them nice and warm. Again, watch when you step back, that you've got a clear space behind you. And again, stay close to the chair if you need to. Good. Last one. Let's bring those arms out. We're going to circle forward and circle back. Good. Then let's bend our elbows. So we're going to keep our elbows bent. We're going to make a little halo. So we're going to lift our arms up, lift those shoulder blades, and then as we bring our elbows down, squeeze them towards your ribs. So again, we're working that mid-back area. Keep the spine long. You can do all this seated if you prefer. Nice and slow. We're still warming up. So you want to feel those muscles working. Feel the shoulder blades slide down and together and lift and separate. Good. Then let's bring them back to chest height. This time we're going to bring them forward and then out. Forward and out. Forward and out. Good. And then reach all the way out and bring those arms down, little wrist circles, both directions. And then we're going to do some hip hinges. So we're going to place our hands on our hips. So not up here at our waist, down at our hips. We're going to keep our legs relatively straight, just a little bent. Keep the spine long. We're just going to hinge halfway. So we want to be parallel to the floor. We want our spine to be long. Squeeze the glutes, press through the heels, and come back up. So a nice slow move, but we're kind of warming up the hamstrings here, warming up the glutes, warming up the core. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, and exhale up. Good. Shake that out a little bit. We're going to do a little squat. So feet stay hip distance apart. This time we're going to hinge our hips back as we bend our knees. Spine stays long. Hands on our thighs, on our hips, or on a chair. Press through the heels to come up. Down a gentle squat. So we're just warming up. So want to get those quads warmed up. We're warming up the hips, warming up the back of the legs. Let's do 2 more of these. Good. And then just shake out one leg, roll the shoulders, kind of move around. And we're going to end our warm up with just a little body sway. So a little body wrap. So feet maybe a little bit more than hip distance apart. And we're just going to kind of wrap our arms around, just a gentle twist for our spine. Let the head go along with the rest of the body. And again, if you feel a little unsteady, you can do this seated. Your arms might have to be a little higher so they don't bump into the chair. And again, we want to listen to our body. So we don't want anything that hurts our back, hurts our shoulders, makes us dizzy. So you might need to go a little bit slower. One more each side. Good. And then we're going to stop again. Shake everything out. If it feels like you need to warm anything else up, feel free. And then we're going to grab our weights and get started. You can do these seated or standing. We're going to start with an upright row. So weights come together right in front. Palms are facing in, shoulders back and down. Core is engaged. So we keep our spine long. And we're going to lift all the way up and gently back down. 2 and down. 3. Keep the elbows going out to the side. 4. You can always do these without weight or do less reps. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. 1. Keep the core engaged. 2. 3. And keep breathing. 4. If you count out loud, then you're breathing. 5. Good. Roll the shoulders. So the next one we're going to do is a front raise. And this might be a little bit of a challenge. What we're going to do now, you can just do one arm. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can do one arm. We're going to do one arm at a time. But while we're doing one arm, the other arm is going to stay up. So you can do that without a weight, or you can do it with a weight, or you can just do this arm down and move one arm. So palms are in, tall spine. Again, use the core. Lift one or both arms and then lower down 1. 2. 3. 4. You can always come down for a minute. 5. Take a break. 6. We're going to try to do 12 of these. 7. Because remember, we have to do the other side. 8. 9. 10. Pull the belly and don't use your low back. 1. Last one on this side. 2. Bring them both down. Nice job. Roll the shoulders. So again, just the left arm, both arms raised with only the one moving with the weight, or both arms up with the weight. Are we ready? Core engaged. Good posture. Here we go. One or both arms, and we go down and up. 2. 3. Remember, keep breathing. 4. 5. 6. 7. Don't fall into your lower back. 8. 9. 10. 1 and 2. Back up. All the way down. Roll the shoulders. Let's put our weight down. Weights or weight down. Grab a quick drink of water. We're going to do a set of bent over rows. So both weights. Staggered stance. Bend in both knees and a hinge from the hips. So again, the spine stays long. Arms come down to our side. Roll the shoulders back and down. And when we pull the weight down, we want the arm to go straight back, the elbow. And we're just coming up to maybe the waist. So we're not going way back here. We're not going way up here, but we want to pull back. We want to feel that shoulder blade squeeze. In fact, let's do one side at a time. So you can hold on to both weights or just the one weight. And we're going to do the right arm first. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should feel that shoulder blade squeezing in. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more if you can. 1, always the option to stop early. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. We're done with that side. Let's go to the other. If you staggered your stance, you might want to switch. Hinge forward. Roll the shoulders. Core is engaged. Spine stays long. Here we go. 1. Feel that shoulder blade. 2. Squeeze that mid back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's roll the shoulders. Okay, we've got another challenge, this time with our lateral raises, the same thing. So just with the one side, both arms up with only one weight or with 2 weights. So again, don't move up into your shoulders. Shoulders shouldn't hunch around the ears. We're using our shoulder and our back and chest. So here we go. 1 or both arms are going to come out to the side, and then we're going to lower and lift. 12 of these, or 10, 2, as many as you can. 3, take a break if you need it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more if you can. 1, 2, and then both arms down. Nice job. So I think the arm that was being static felt like it was doing more work. Let's go to the other side. So roll those shoulders, engage the core. Shoulders down away from our ears, 1 or both arms up. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use the core. 6. Relax the shoulders. 7. Don't be hunching up. 8, 9, 10. Take a break whenever you need to, or stop. 1, 2, up, and both arms down. Put those weights down. I think we need another water break. Roll the shoulders. Walk around a bit if that feels good. If you happen to have lighter weights, you could have done those with a little bit lighter weights as well. So next up is an overhead press. If arms overhead don't work, you can do elbow lifts. And again, we're going to do 1 arm at a time, so you can put 1 weight down. Start with that right side again. So weight at the shoulder or elbow at the side, or we're just going to lift straight up and straight down. 2, doing 12 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, straight up, straight down. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Good. Release that down. Shake out that arm, roll that shoulder. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Core stays engaged. Straight up, straight down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep that spine long. We don't want to be leaning over like that. That's not good for our back. 8, 9, 10, 1, and 2. Good, let's bring that weight down. We got one more to do, and we're gonna do a tree hugger. So 2 weights for this one. Staggered stance. Both knees are bent, hinging from the hips, spine stays long. We're gonna make that little circle in front. Relax your shoulders. Keep that little bend in your elbow as we pull back. Both elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades and come back forward. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Let's put our weights down for a little break. Have a seat, grab some water. We're going to move to our lower body. So we're going to start with our sit to stand. The one exercise we do every class because it's so important for our independence, for our lower body strength, just for us to be able to do everyday tasks. So we want to make sure that our knees and toes are facing in the same direction. So it can be a little wider. And we want to be able to, we're sitting far enough forward on the chair that we can get up using our leg muscles. If you need a little help with the chair to start, either in between or on the side or on your thighs, feel free. We're going to do 12. So here we go. Keep the core engaged. We're going to press through the heels and stand up, and then sink through the heels and come down. 2, and back down. Make sure you know where that chair is. 3. So you might have to make little adjustments. 4, 5, 6, 7. Arms can be crossed, can extend out. 8, 9, 10. Can we do 2 more? 1, and 2. And have a seat. And release those arms. Take a break. Take a few breaths. We're going to stay seated. We're going to keep our spine long. And we're going to extend one leg. Doesn't really matter which one because we're going to do both. But we're going to do a front leg raise. So we're going to work these quads. Other leg is bent. Spine stays long. So we're not leaning back in the chair. We still have that long spine. And here we go. We're going to lift and lower. Keep the foot flexed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't go higher than the other thigh, but you can go lower. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to move your upper body. 5. So we don't want to be rocking back and forth. We want all the work to be done, the hip flexors and the quads. So you might want to rub that quad a little bit. If yours is burning a little bit like mine as we go to the other side. So stable from both hips. This foot is flat. This leg is extended and flexed. And here we go. We're going to lift for 1, 2. Upper body stays still. 3. Might move just a tiny bit. 4. But we're not going like this. 5, 6, 7. Isolating this quad. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2. Stop early if you need to. 3, 4. Last one. 5, and release. Bend both knees, rub both quads, both thighs. There's actually 8 quads because there's 4 on each leg. And from here, we are going to stand up and come to the back of our chair. So this one's going to be a little bit of a coordination. We're going to be doing a side leg raise, but at the same time, we're going to lift the other arm just straight forward. Your choice to add a weight here. It's not necessary. It's more of a coordination thing and to challenge our balance a little bit. One hand's going to stay on the chair, so we keep our form. Feet start hip distance apart, tall spine. We're going to do right leg and left arm. So as the leg goes to the right, the left arm comes forward. Are we ready? Here we go. So we're going to do 1, 2. Keep those toes facing forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just a very light touch on the chair. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, can we hold? 5. So one leg out, the other arm forward. Can we take our hand off the chair for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Nice job. How'd you do with the balance at the end? I surprised you, right? I wasn't going to tell you. So let's do the other side. So right arm, left leg. And here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, light touch, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Take a break if you need to. 1, or you can tap out. 2, 3, 4. Here comes the challenge. 5, hold. Maybe take that hand off the chair. Keep it close for 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Nice job. Roll the shoulders. Let's do one more before we take a water break. We're going to do hamstring curls today. We don't do these too often, but sometimes our hamstrings, even though they're tight, they're still weak. So we need to strengthen them up. So we're going to face the chair. Hands are on the chair, and we're going to bring this leg back. So we're bending that knee, but we're keeping our thighs parallel, our spine long, our foot flexed, and we're going to do 12 to 15 on this side. If you start to feel cramping, unflex your foot a little bit or just kind of shake it out, because sometimes that'll happen because our hamstrings are tight. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Little micro bend in the standing leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, or as many as you can. 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 5. Good. And then shake that out. Shake those hips out. We're going to do the other side. So again, hip distance apart, tall spine. Tap that foot back. Thighs stay parallel. So when we come up, we're not bringing this knee forward. We're moving from the knee down. Everything else stays stationary. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And you might be noticing, like me, that one hamstring is tighter than the other. 5, 6. A little bend in the standing leg. 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1. Stop when your body tells you to. 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake that out a little bit. Maybe do a little, just bring that hip forward, stretch out those hamstrings. Let's take a water break. Keep those muscles hydrated. you're getting your water, you might want to grab one weight and just put it on the seat of your chair. We're going to do a lunge first, and we're going to do a step forward lunge. So when we do a step forward lunge, we stay behind the chair, actually kind of towards the back of the one end, holding on. We're going to step the outer foot forward. So just watch for 1 second so everybody has good form. So we're going to step forward, heel to the toe, then bend, and then as we press out, we go toe, heel, back. So we're going to go nice and slow so you have good form. We're not leaning forward. Our spine is staying long, like with all of our lunges. And this back heel is going to come up when we come into the lunge, when we bend both knees, and then we come out. So here we go. We're going to go down and press back. 2, and press back. 3, you decide how low you want to go, how far you want to step out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1, stop when you need to. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great, shake all that out. We're gonna go around to the other side. We've got one more side to do. So same thing, you don't want to take, you want to be standing behind the chair so you can keep one hand on the chair at all times. Again, tall spine, front foot's going forward, heel toe into the lunge and step back nice and slow. So here we go with control. So we want to go 1 and back up. 2 and back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on railroad tracks as well. 8. So we're just stepping straight forward. 9, 10. As many as you can, up to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5, and up. Nice job. Shake out those hips a little bit, roll those shoulders. Next one, I'm going to give you a choice of using a weight or not. So this is going to challenge just our core. We're going to have to work our core a little bit more. If we choose to use the weight, we're going to do a squat. As we do the squat, we're going to hold one weight in one hand. So we're a little off balance. So think of all the times that you're carrying a heavy bag in one arm or something over your shoulder. And we have to, our core has to work harder. So we're going to strengthen those core muscles in a controlled situation to build up strength. So weight, I'll put the weight in this hand first. We're going to go into a squat. So remember, hips move back. And here we go. One hand can stay on the chair here as well. We're going to hinge our hips, bend both knees, and just hold on to that weight for 1, 2, light touch on the chair. Or if you feel really confident, maybe hand on the hip. 4, knees stay behind the toes. 5, spine stays long. 6, so we're not pulling on the weight, it's just, we're just holding it. 7, imagine it's a grocery bag. 8, 9, 10, can we do 5 more? 1, we have to do the other side, remember. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's put the weight down. Let's do our heel lifts for calves, and then we'll go back and do the other side. Give our squatting muscles a little bit of a break. So let's stay behind the chair, legs are hip distance apart. We're going to do a little pattern here. So here's the pattern. Listen closely. We're going to lift our heels all the way up, come halfway down, lift back up, and then all the way down. But we're not thumping down. We're going down nice and quietly. So let's see if we can do 15 of those. So we're gonna lift, halfway down, halfway up, down. That was 1, 2, halfway, up and down. 3, halfway, up and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1, halfway, up and down. 2, 3, 4, last one, 5, halfway up and all the way down. Nice job. Bang that out. We ready for our second squat? Roll the shoulders. If you were using a weight, again, if you weren't using a weight, that's fine. You just have one arm hanging. But if we're using our weight, we're going to do the other side. Keep those shoulders, knees stay behind the toes. And here we go. We're going to go 1 and up. Spine stays long. 2, 3, 4. We want to keep the gaze straight ahead. 5. So our neck stays neutral. 6, 7. Take a quick look down at the knees behind the toes. 8. Hands on hip if you feel comfortable. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way up. Nice job, everybody. Roll the shoulders and put the weight down. We just have our balance. We're going to do a one-legged balance, and then I'll give you a challenge if you need one. So let's come close to the chair. Start with one hand on the chair. We're going to shift our weight to our left leg. Keep our hips. We don't want to fall into that hip. We're going to tap that right toe forward and maybe just lift and lower a few times. Kind of find your balance. Good. And when we're ready, you can keep it toe down, both hands off. Maybe hands off and lift the leg. If you want some more challenge, you can start to turn your head. So you can turn your head to the right and to the left. So you keep going for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and release. How did everybody do? I really couldn't do much of the head turning. My balance was challenged enough with one leg, but that could have been my bad side. So let's try the other. So right leg is standing, tall spine, engage the core. Let's just lift and lower a few times. Don't fall into your low back. Keep that core engaged. Pull the belly button in ever so slightly. When you're ready, you can either keep your toe down, lift your toe, one arm out, both arms out. Your choice to add a little more challenge, or you could look up and down or left and right for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and release. Nice job, everybody. Shake it all out. Roll the shoulders. We're going to do our first exercise seated. So grab some water. And we're going to do our hand to knee press today. Have your weights handy because we will need them. But we're going to start with that hand to knee press. So this is isometric. You decide how much resistance you want to add. So one hand on each thigh. We're going to lift one leg, press the leg into the hand into the leg. We're going to alternate legs. So here we go. We're going to press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Back to the right. 2. Release. Other side. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and release, and 4, 5. So you should feel that in your core, you should feel it in your back, your legs, your arms. 6, release, other leg. You don't have to lift it high. 7, because remember, your arm's pushing it down. Last one on this side, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, other side, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Shake all that out, roll the shoulders, take a little breath, and let's see what I have next. Okay, we're gonna do one arm at a time for our hammer curl. So you can choose to stay seated, you can choose to stand up. Everyone has a weight in their right hand. We have good posture. We roll the shoulders. And here we go. We're going to keep that upper arm relatively still. We're going to curl all the way up, all the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weight should stop right at the side of the leg. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, again, stop when you need to. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake that out. Roll the shoulders. You've got the other side to do. So doing one side at a time, we can kind of find out which is our weaker side. So maybe this side you can only do, you do a few less. Up to you. Spine stays long, upper arm stays still, wrist stays in neutral as we go up. Stop right along the side so we're not swinging back. 2, nice controlled down swing. 3, or down move. 4, we're not swinging at all. Controlled movement up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Roll that shoulder. You're not going to put that weight down, but we are going to continue with our one side at a time with our kickback. So picking up one weight once more, seated or standing, hinging forward, roll the shoulders, arm comes straight down, and then we bend the elbow. So keep that shoulder down, feel that shoulder blade, squeeze this upper arm again. Isn't going to move. We're going to kick back, reach back, and rebend. 2, so we're not lifting, we're just reaching back. 3, 4, 5, core stays engaged, spine stays long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake that out, roll that shoulder. We've got the other side. So opposite foot in front, little hinge, bend, roll the shoulders, bend the elbow. Spine stays long, so we're not rounded forward, we're not looking up. We've got a nice long spine. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, remember we're reaching back, 2, we're not lifting up, 3, 4, 5, and I hope you guys are all remembering to breathe, roll your shoulders. Let's do one more and then we'll take a water break. We're gonna do our standing or sitting bicycle. So we can do this seated for stability. If we do, we're going to go alternating. So arms are going to the side. We're going to bring elbow and opposite knee. They don't have to touch. So again, seated or standing. We're going to start with right elbow, left knee. So take an inhale, exhale. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you feel a little wobbly, sit down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For those who want to, 10 more. 10, 9, or take a break. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oops, I miscounted. I think we have to do one more each side. Good. Okay. I have to keep it even. Roll the shoulders. Take a water break. Walk around a little bit. And we're going to need our weights again. So again, seated or standing, we're going to do bicep curls. We're going to do a 2 count up, 2 count down, and then maybe add some pulses at the end, but we'll see how we feel at the end. So tall spine, arms are by our side, palms are up, and here we go. We're going to go up for 2, down for 2, 2, down, 3, 2, down, 2, 4, 5. Control the movement of the weights. 6. It's harder. The slower you go, the harder it is. 8, 2, down, 2. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, down, 2, 5, 2. When we come down, come like 3/4 of the way, and then little pulses up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice job, everybody. Last one is going to be a tricep extension. So you can hold on to 2 weights. You can go down to 1 weight. If over your head doesn't work, do a set of kickbacks. Or you can do it with no weights. So it depends how your shoulders are feeling today. I'm going to stick with 2 weights. We're going to bring our weight straight over our head. We're going to keep our upper arms alongside of our ears. We're going to bend our elbows back and back up. That was 1, 2, 3. Core stays engaged. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 2 more? 1, 2, 3 more if you'd like. Keep the form. If your form is going south, it's time to stop. And we are done. Yay. Let's put our weights down, grab a quick drink, and then we'll do our cool down. Can't leave class without doing our cool down stretches. Nice work, everyone, today. Hopefully your body felt a little challenged. just doing things a little bit differently, challenging our brain a little bit as well. So let's find a comfortable seat. Just take a few relaxing inhalations and exhalations. Good, let's bring our right arm straight up. Again, we can be at an angle here, our elbow can be bent, or we can add a little extension over the side. Take 3 breaths here. Good, and we're going to bring that arm down. Other arm comes up. Again, you choose the angle, you choose exactly the arm position. Just to open up, we're opening up one side. Wherever our arm is, we want to be opening up from the hip to the shoulder here. Good, and let's bring that arm down. A few shoulder rolls might feel good. We're going to take our hands, interlace, and then we're just going to press our arms forward, feel the mid-back, and maybe pull the belly and tuck the chin a little bit, and just breathe into the back there. Open up that space between the shoulder blades. Next inhalation, we're going to extend our arms all the way out to the side. We're going to turn our palms down. Arms are below the shoulders. And then we're going to flip our palms up and press out through the palms. Good. And then flatten and then bring our palms down and stretch out. So for our biceps, our forearms, our triceps. Good. Then bring them out. And this time we're going to go behind us. So bring those arms behind, interlacing them again. And this time as we press the arms back, we're going to lift our chin a little bit, open up across the front, and take 3 breaths here. Good. And as we release, maybe do some wrist circles, both directions. And then with our feet hip distance apart, we're going to take a nice inhalation, press the sit bones of the hips into the chair, lengthen the spine, and we're going to gently twist to the right. 3 breaths here. So keep that spine long. The twist is coming from the waist. So let's keep our chin in line with our sternum. So we're not just turning our head. And then add the head turn over the shoulder if that feels good as we keep breathing. Let's not pull. Keep the muscles. The hands are here just for stability. And then we're going to slowly unwrap ourselves, unwind. Same thing. Press the hips into the chair, lengthen through the crown of the head. And we're going to gently twist. We're not turning our head. Feel the twist around the torso. These are our oblique muscles. And then kind of move up, turning the head if that's comfortable for your neck. Good. And then we're going to slowly unwind again, roll their shoulders a little bit. Let's walk our feet wide. And then we're just going to start to windshield our feet a little bit. Just getting the hips a little lubricated here. Next time that right knee drops down, we're going to turn sideways. Your choice to slide that leg back or to pick the leg up, grabbing the ankle. Spine stays long here. A nice stretch for the hip flexor and the quad. Those muscles did a lot of work today. Remember when we did that straight leg lift from the chair? These are the muscles that did all the work for that. Good. And then we're going to spin right around to the other side. Make sure the hip and the knee are aligned. Remember, slide that leg back or grab the ankle. Grab your shoe, grab a sock. Grab the bottom of your pants. But spine stays long. We're breathing. We're not holding our breath. Good. Now let's come forward. Again, roll the shoulders, extend one leg out, heel down, toe up. Little hinge forward, stretching out. We work those hamstrings too, work the calves. Keep that foot flexed. And then as we come out of that hinge, point the toe down. Feel the stretch in the front of the shin, the top of the foot, the ankle. Good. And then as we slide that leg in, we're going to lift that leg up. A few little knee hugs. And then a few little hip hinges. Good, and then your choice to bring the ankle to the thigh. We can bring it cross at the ankle, cross at the shin. Your choice here, keep that spine long, little hinge forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the jaw relaxed. Nice, even, long inhalation and exhalation. Good, and then we'll bring that leg down. Same thing on the other side. Extend, hinge. So we want to feel that stretch in the hamstring, the calf, the spine stays long. So we're extending from the tailbone out through the crown of the head too. Good, as we come out of that hinge, point the toe down to stretch out the top of the foot. When you think about it, our feet aren't in this position very often, so it's good for our ankle, good for our foot. We need that strength and flexibility. And then as we bring that leg in, we're going to do some knee hugs. We're going to do some hip hinges. And then your choice, crossing at the ankle, crossing at the shin, crossing at the thigh, long spine, hinging forward. So again, our hips are usually different, our whole body. There you find stronger sides, tighter sides. So this obviously is my tighter hip. So don't change anything. Listen to your body. It's all good. Good. And as we come out, we can release that leg. Give everything a good little shake. Extend both legs out. We're going to do some ankle circles. Let's try to go a little bit slower, both directions. Good. And as we bring those legs in, let's inhale one last time, stretching any way that feels good. And one more nice long exhalation. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the class. Remember, drink lots of water, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.